Hey, Cuppa and card friends, welcome back. It's Linda Z. It's that time to grab your cuppa, grab your cards, and let's dive in. So I know I've been doing a couple of things with pairings, and I wanted to show the Forest of Enchantment Oracle deck today, because today is an Oracle card day, and it has a matching Forest of Enchantment Tarot by Nulea Weatherstone and Marilla Allwood. And this deck is so beautiful and magical, and it crosses all skin tones and colors and ages, and it's just so lovely, so wonderful, and again, just magical. It's fantastical. I love the animals that are in it, and the artwork is just so fabulous. So we are going to look at this Oracle card deck today, and we will do a reading at the end with its mate, the Forest of Enchantment Tarot. So this is the box. As you can see, it is super glossy. This is a mass market deck. Here's the side. Here's the top. Here's the other side. And this says, Body, Mind, and Spirit Oracle. Inspiration abounds in the Forest of Enchantment. What does the forest mean to the human psyche? What does enchantment mean to the human heart? Find out as you venture into the magical wood. Designed to be used independently or with the Tarot of Enchantment or the Forest of Enchantment Tarot, this gorgeous deck and its color guidebook encourage you to travel deeper into the forest, expand upon the tales of its inhabitants, and find wisdom in their messages. You will not only find each card's divinatory meanings, but also discover life-changing lessons meant to transform your own story. Featuring 36 oracle cards and 4 boon cards that enhance the others, this deck will enchant you with every reading. And let's get into this. It is a hinged box with our ribbon pull, and here is our guidebook. I'll pull the cards out so there's nothing inside. Here we go. So here's our guidebook. Again, very glossy. Same thing on the back. Look at that. Right away, a door. Let's enter into this magical world. Tells us about the author and the illustrator. And by the way, sorry if you see the Band-Aid. Yes, I cut my thumb yesterday. Here again, we have the color. Beautiful color book. To all weavers of tales and keepers of lore, especially Terry Windling and Caitlin and John Matthews. So sweet. Our Fae having tea. So here we have our table of contents, getting to know your Oracle deck. It's so pretty. It's just so pretty. Look at the colors that are in here. Thou shalt not might reach the head, but it takes once upon a time to reach the heart. Philip Pullman. Beautiful. So here's our introduction, and here I'm going to pull this up so you could see this. It says, you are here, and it's like a little map. Grandmother's house, Fairy Hill, the oldest one, Starry Glade. And it goes into our introduction. And then getting to know your Oracle deck. Love the crone with the hagstone. And I love here how it says, choose a place where you're comfortable and won't be disturbed for a while. Turn your phone off and put it away. And it's really important that when you're looking at these things or reading these things, you're in a space to be able to receive the message and hear what Spirit has to say. Because when you have so many distractions, it's very difficult to really hear that message. Sometimes it needs to be felt, and sometimes it needs to be heard or seen. And I'm hoping that some of these videos that I do all of that, that you get to see these and feel the energy that's coming from these amazing cards, and hear what they have to say. Here's about spreads and readings. 3-card spreads, storyteller spreads. Okay. And using the cards with tarot, which I've not seen really in any other guidebooks. So this is really interesting. And it says here, imagine if 2 cards could have a dialogue, what would they say? Love it. Assemble your allies. And then it goes into the cards. And it gives you the information about the card, the oracle's advice, and the lore keeper's notes. As you can see, they're all colored pictures. Gorgeous. And then we shut the door. So let's jump into these cards. And then once we go through the cards, we'll read something from the guidebook, and I will hold the cards. Okay, so here is the backs. These are standard oracle size. They're pretty big. Here's the standard oracle tarot card, so you could see it's pretty large. This is a somewhat thick card. It's normal. It's very glossy. It's very, very glossy. You could see here it spreads well. Just very shiny. And here we go. I will show you the cards. Let me zoom in a bit. So here we have number 9, Jenny Wren, with our wren in the berry patch. The Wild Hunt with the green men. Look at the colors and the depth. These are just gorgeous. Cloak of Vanishing. Wood Woes. The Door into Winter. I can honestly say right now I want to slam that door shut. We just got hit with 14 plus inches of snow. We lost power, and apparently we have more snow coming next week. I'm so ready for spring. The Dragon's Nest. I love the hues of the woodland colors, the greens, all the different shades of greens. Good Company. Everybody's having a party, enjoying each other, even with our little badger and all of our animal friends. Branch Summoning. The Door into Summer. You Are Here. Fairy Godmother. And look at that. Oh, the wishes and energy that's coming from her wand. Brownies and Bees. What a community. A Light in the Forest. Feather of Finding. The Hag. A Lonely Gnome. Oh, poor guy. And you see people standing outside. Just open the door and go out. The Weird Sisters. Mother Maiden Crone. Gingerbread House. The Swan Sisters. The Witch in the Glen, taking care of all the animals. I love how everything is so, everybody's just taking care of each other. Bower of Dreams. Foxfire. Look at them glowing at night. File of Light. The Stone Hares. Wow, look at that. You see her swirls. The Three Boars. like the 3 little pigs, and you see the 3 different houses: straw, wood, and brick. Mushroom picnic. Oak king and holly king. Handing one season off to the other. The questing beast. The white lady. Treasure. Look at all of the little things that he's found. I wonder if all of these things that he's found were once lost. The sacred spring. Bramble brigade. Changeling. Lore keeper's bookshop. The time tree. The bard's song. Trolls. A parliament of rooks. The froggy grotto. I think this is so adorable. Look at, he's even peeking out from the water. And we have tea with a fawn. Every time I use this deck, for some reason, I get tea with a fawn. So let's pull a card and see what the energy is that Spirit wants to tell us today. What is the energy of the day? What does Spirit want to tell us for the energy of the day? Okay, I'll move these aside. And the spirit of the day is the wild hunt. We have our green men there. All right, let's see what the guidebook says. The wild hunt. All right, we need to... Let's see if we can pull this up a little bit. Because they're so super glossy. Okay, we're going to do this way. Hang with me. I'm going to take you on a little trip here. Because these are just so super glossy. We're going to put these up on the... There we go. Okay. So let's read the book about the wild hunt, number 28. Suddenly and without warning, it is upon you. Flashes of light illuminate the thrashing trees as a ferocious windstorm comes out of nowhere. Leaves fly before the terrible form of the hunter atop his mighty steed. His fairy hounds, ghostly white and red ears, bay with the voice of 1,000 souls. The wild hunt rides but once a year, tearing between the worlds of an ancient and mysterious errand, a mystical struggle between the powers of light and dark. This is no place for mortals. Never come between the hunter and his quarry. There is no influence or effect you can bring to bear against elemental forces such as these. You can't think clearly. All is chaos and confusion. Something beyond your ken is afoot, a pattern of destiny unfolding. Things could be changing for the better, but there is no way to know yet. Take shelter and wait for the wild hunt to pass. And the oracle's advice is, no matter how much you may want to bring order to the present situation, there are too many issues at play to make sense of it. It's best not to even try to make progress now, or at least not along the same trajectory. Sometimes things can only be comprehended in hindsight. This is one of those times. Wait for things to calm down before proceeding. The lore keeper's notes is, white creatures with red ears are almost always otherworldly. Some may behave like domesticated animals, but do not be fooled. Treat them as your equals, or better yet, as your betters. And this card is all about chaos and confusion, radical but temporary upset, panic, reckless responses. Stay safe and wait it out. Wait it out. Wow. Reminds me of the blizzard that we just went through. take shelter and stay in place. So let's see why is this here and how we will handle this. Okay, so we'll bring these two into the fray. And here are the backs of the tarot cards. So let's find out why is this here? Why is it that we have to wait? Why is this card here about chaos? Why is this card here about chaos and panic? What is it that we have to wait for? Why is this here? And then how do we handle this? How are we supposed to handle this? Okay. So I'll put these down. Oh. Okay, so here we have chaos and panic and waiting out whatever this is. And why is this here? The Forest Lord. So we have the Emperor. We have our King among Kings. This is a leader. He is very demanding. He can be very demanding because, again, he is the Emperor of all things. We're looking at maybe some masculine energy. Maybe there's something going on with a male figure. And this is about control and security. He is in charge. He is the ruler. He is responsible over all. Heavy is the crown when we see this. He is about taking responsibility and of the situation. And how do we handle this? Let's see. This is 9 of Visions. Okay, let me get the book and find out what visions are. 9 of Visions. Nine of Cups. Okay. I'm going to look at the book and look at what here says about the 9 of Cups. 9 of Visions. Wow. Okay. So this is saying for this one, circumstances are aligned in your favor. Faith in a positive outcome, your wish fulfillment, and good fortune, because of course this is the wish card. What I really love about the card itself is it's not showing the person throwing the coin in the wishing well. It's almost like you could be putting yourself there as the person throwing the coin into the wishing well. So what I see here is there's something going on. It could be at work. Somebody's trying to be controlling, and this is saying, the energy of this is saying, wait. Just wait. Because what you're wishing for is going to come true. So here, why is it here? Because we have somebody who's trying to be controlling. We have someone who is here who's trying to make these decisions for you. And this is saying, wait. What you want to happen will happen. So you have to remove yourself from the chaos. Go to a safe place. Take a day off. Just remove yourself from the drama of what is going on. And all your wishes will come true. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and a like and subscribe so you don't miss future videos. I will be posting the Oracle card and this reading in the 4 Facebook groups that are below. I hope you join one or all of them. They're really fabulous. They do posts all day long, all night long. It's worldwide. There's people in Australia and England and South Africa and everywhere. And it's very inclusive. We enjoy all the comments, all the posts, and just the camaraderie of having like-minded people like you. So again, thank you for watching. And tomorrow will be a tarot card day, and we will dive into the Seven of Pentacles. I hope you have a wonderful day, and thanks for stopping by. Bye.